It's just lead.
It's your boy D.
I'm sorry. We're feeling in a homeroom with Smooth. Class is now in session.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up out of your sleep, wake up out of your sleep, wake up, I command you.
In case you were wondering, our teacher Smooth fell asleep on us.
Oh man!
The students were in class, like, "Dang, what happened? Where you at? We get a skip day?"
I thought it was 6 day.
A little snow day, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Put your boy to sleep.
Oh man!
Man, I blame that on Crane Lake and the fact that I nearly finished a whole bottle of wine outside of this. I love those bottles of wine. They're $4.
Wait, what is it called?
Crane Lake.
Crane
Crane
Lake?
Crane.
Crane
Like
Lake?
the bird.
Oh.
Like construction.
Okay.
I'm talking.
It's only $4 a bottle?
Yeah, $4. $4.
Wow.
Sometimes you can catch it on sale for $3. That's the first time I had it.
Wow.
It was on sale for $3. Whole bottle of wine. And yeah. So I did the Domino's emergency pizza. So I broke the glass. Boom. So a free pizza. And then I was like, I need something to drink. And I was like, I'll just get I'm looking at the price of soda. Soda was like, so the 2-liter was like $4. I was like, yo, this is stupid. And then I was like, wait a minute. I ain't gonna get a whole bottle of wine for the same price. So yeah, I did that. And then next thing I know,
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake.
that was me. Like how
Soda, wine. Where's the correlation here?
Wine's cheaper than soda, so he's like, "I'm gonna go."
You wanted to quench your thirst with wine.
healthier.
You see what happened. You fucked around and found
it's
out.
healthier. Wine is healthier than soda. Because you can't pour wine on a car battery and it clean it.
I mean, yeah.
That is true.
Very, very true. But so my apologies for us being this late. That's all me. That's all me. Yeah, I can't say anything else other than that was me. That's my bad. My fault. So the topics of the evening, okay, this is episode number 288. If you ain't know, the title is
Wake up, wake up, wake.
Okay, the title is Wake Up. All right, so this evening we got Blueface in jail. We got Torrei Hart on tour with Katt Williams. And then we got Drake Ain't Hip Hop. Them are our 3 topics of the evening.
That last one sounds familiar.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
I hate everybody. I hate everybody. But anyway, let's get into so Mr. Blueface finally we're gonna have peace for a year is in jail. This is the first time I've been, well, no, it's not the first time, but this is the most happy I've ever been to see a black man go to jail ever. Ever.
Yeah,
and I'm not even ashamed. I'm not even ashamed of it.
All that stuff he did was bound to catch up with him. And this time he literally did it to himself. Because they said that he violated his parole from some trouble he got into with both of his baby mamas. It was bound to catch up to him. He couldn't keep doing the reckless stuff he does and just getting off the hook.
Oh yeah. And they want to send a message, man. It's about messaging at this point. And what I don't like is that, again, I'm blaming Zeus. Okay, that they're propagating all of this black foolishness. Everyone's like, oh, but it's a black network that promotes black degeneracy. It's not even that it promotes good black stuff. It's just all degenerate behavior. None of it is stuff you want to go
Yeah.
tell your mom you did. None of it.
Man,
Y'all thought.
I'm
Well, he
so
also has a not so normal mom, but that's a long story on its own.
I'm so glad I'm
That's
out
a
of the loop on this shit. That's all I have to say, because like you said, black guy promoting black degenerates to continue the cycle and have people look down upon us, which is so hopefully he's there for a while, and hopefully he gets help on the shit that he needs. Like, do I doubt it? Yes, but hopefully he gets help and he actually changes himself and he realizes
I
what
have
he
no
lost.
faith in that, to be honest with you.
Nah. He gonna jump out of jail first day out.
I highly doubt that, but yeah, I agree.
First day out is gonna be just straight foolishness.
And knowing him, he's gonna somehow he's gonna somehow like get out of doing this whole year. Like it might be shortened to like 6 months. Knowing Blueface, somehow
I can see it, because what is he in jail for? Because that's the thing. Because even looking at everything,
well,
like
the original case, you want to know what he originally supposed to go to jail for? Shooting a man. Trying to murder a man. Trying to end a man.
Yeah, I get that, but they gave him a suspended sentence. So you're like, okay.
Yeah, so, but he was like he had like a, if you make any more wrongs, like you're going to jail. So he literally had one more strike, and he did that one more strike.
No, I get that, but that's so I know that's why that's the original thing. But knowing how the system works and everything too, they'll get him. They'll say, hey, he's actually in jail for his one thing. They'll only get him for pretty much violating his freaking parole, and then like you said, they'll let him out because he might be a model citizen, and then because of his notoriety, that he's gonna have a easier, and this is me speculating, I'm not sure if it's true or not. He'll have an easier sentence because they didn't move him from general populace and everything to protect him and all this other dumb stuff, and then they'll end up moving him out of there just because it's safer for him, safer for the people involved in the crap. So like I do agree with you. He'll be out within 6 to 9 months because even though he's supposed to be in there for like a whole year. So you know what? Maybe he'll be out by summer. I'll pull out. He'll be out by the summer, and then hopefully, he realizes that he's not untouchable and he should do things a little bit better. But like I said, I have no faith in that because he's still gonna be in there making money.
Yeah, so he just released a show on the same day that he's going to jail, which genius, but crazy. That's genius, but wild.
I gotta give him to him. It was very genius. Yeah.
Yeah, because people are gonna look it up and then they're gonna be like, "Oh, he has a show." So like I said, he's still gonna and that's part of the reason why I don't think when he comes out, I don't think anything's gonna be better. It's just gonna be more of the same.
Yeah, he gonna be out there playing. All right, man. I just want him to go away now. Like, just go away. And I'm assuming because Chrisean's bringing the baby around him that he was proven to actually be the father. Like, I'm just gonna safely assume, you know what I'm saying, that
he was always the father. He just wanted us to believe he wasn't, and just like be toxic and have the world against her. That's always been his baby.
Yeah,
he's sick. Give him another year. Another year. He's sick.
He deserves it.
All
the shit he done, he deserves it.
I just want peace, bro. Like this, and then you know what I'm saying? Like Chrisean, like she has the baby, so now she ain't got nobody to pawn the baby off to. So now she got to be on her best behavior. So this is great.
As she should.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great. This is gonna be a great 2024. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the foolishness that has already happened this year with Katt Williams. Not to jump ahead of ourselves, but with Katt Williams, I think we'll have peace. I think we'll finally have peace.
Don't get ahead of yourself. We're not even halfway through January yet. Well, we are halfway through January.
No.
Yeah. It's been so chaotic. I didn't even know today was MLK Day.
Yeah. It did come very quickly.
I didn't even know. Yeah,
we'll
man.
see.
Yeah,
Hopefully he's in there for 2 to 5 years, as he's supposed to be. So
he's supposed to be in there for 2 to 5.
well, that was
What do I have
his
to do?
original.
Who do I have to write? Who do I have to write? I'll send a letter.
I thought it was only 1 year.
Well, no, because it was a 2 to 5 years. If he violates his probation, which he did. So, like I said, hopefully.
Oof.
Yes, come on.
Hopefully.
Come on. Give me the 2. Give me the 2, man. Give me the whole 2, bro. Give me the 2. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I shouldn't be wishing on a black man's downfall, but as somebody that's been in this space covering this stuff over and over again, he's the problem. Okay, he's the problem. Like it's either him or chrisean for 2. Okay, and I'm okay with him getting the 2 instead. Like just lock him up.
I'm just saying that the worst part about it is he had a 3-year probation, and he didn't even last 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. The boy has issues. Also, with that Soldier Boy and Blueface, Soldier Boy kept telling him in their beef. He said, "Bruh, ain't you on probation? You trying to go back to jail? ain't the po-pos out for you?" Like, and look at him.
Soldier Boy, I told you.
Because he kept telling Soldier Boy he wanted to pull up and fight him, and you on your probation.
Yeah, that's.
That'd be funny if that's how they got him for violating his probation. Trying to fight Soldier Boy, I'll be dying. I'll be dead.
That would be funny.
It had to be on the list. It has to be on the list.
I'm sure it's on the list. I'm sure.
I'm like,
I've never been happier. Man, I'm still like, I'm here, but my brain is like,
wake up. Wake up.
Oh my God. But in other news, so Torrei Hart, all right. Torrei Hart is going on tour with Katt Williams. All right. Like, if this ain't the most, again, 2024 is toxic. That is a crazy announcement that you got beef with. Imagine you got beef with a man, and then your ex-wife said, "You know, I'm gonna go on tour with him." That's spite. That is spite.
I just want to know, like, how did this conversation even come up between her and Katt Williams? Like, he just called her like, "Hey, let's you want to go on tour?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? How did this even come about?
I don't know. Wild. I have no details on how that happened. It just was a random announcement. I was like, what? It's like going to the movies, and then like as you're walking in the theater, somebody announces, "Oh man, they got a guest cameo from Beyonce on there." Like, what? When did she get in the movie? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is she even in here? You know, like it ain't got nothing to do with her, and it's a horror. Like, I couldn't imagine Beyonce being in a horror film, but that's Katt Williams has January of 2024 on that calendar. When they pull out the calendar and they have the months, all I want to see is just Katt Williams. He owns January. One interview, all of January. He owned it because it's been straight chaos since. Because when the interview dropped, like the 4th day of January or some shit,
it did.
Like, yeah. I'm like, dude, like he literally got people shook up.
He's
he got
genius.
people getting. Yeah,
that man is a genius. Like, he is a genius.
Yeah, that's one of the best. It's the best interview I've ever watched because
you know, like,
I'm
sorry, I just had a thought. Like, back to Kevin Williams' wife or ex-wife. Sorry, ex-wife. Like he claims that they're
Put them
cool.
together.
They claim that they're cool with each other. So like the fact that, like you said, the fact that you know that these two have beef and you all are supposed to be cool with each other, and you're going on tour with this man, like it's just there's so many levels to this.
Well, I think there is, but this is my thing, because even between the Katt Williams Kevin Hart beef, because I guess I don't know how long it goes and how far back it goes. So, and I'm thinking if she was planning to go on tour with him anyway, I think that was planned beforehand. And then he used the interview like, "Oh, we got beef," and now it's like, and now I'm announcing this as well too, because I think if they were married, like if they got divorced, I guess sooner or like closer to today's date, I think it'd be something else. But they've been divorced for like 10 years.
Okay, so to add to that, Kevin Hart and Katt Williams have never been cool with each other, according to Katt Williams in that interview. He said they've never been in the same room together, like they've never worked on this. Like, so they've always not liked each other. So that still makes it shadier.
Well, I get that, but it depends on how much it is, because the thing is, like, because I think it would have been worse if they were in the same room with each other and then beeping that way. So it just seems like it's like, I don't like them, or I'm choosing not to do this, or we're not working on the same stuff. Like, do I think it's foul, especially how everything's been announced? Yes, but I think it might be more of nothing than anything, and he's just using it to promote. Because more so on the Katt Williams side than the Kevin Hart side. But yeah, but right now 2024 seems to be the year of Katt Williams. So
yeah.
So I mean, good for him. Like he's manipulating the media like as he should.
As he should.
No, that is a textbook class. That interview is a class in like how to dismantle people without even like being like this. Like I don't even feel like he was mean the entire interview.
He wasn't.
Like he just came off so believable.
That man didn't stutter. He wasn't sweating. He wasn't like, he was calm as that. And that's how you know, you can tell when somebody's lying, because like there's clear telltale signs. This man was like, he had full sentences. Like you could tell that like he didn't really embellish anything. Now I know Ice Cube, when he came out, he did say that like there were certain parts of it that wasn't true, but for the most part, everything else has been said. Nobody else has denied. Well,
it's
the people who have denied, you can tell they just don't want to admit that he's telling the truth.
Yeah, well, no, because it's his truth, which is why he believes it, which is good. And I said it was a great interview, and like like it's his year. And then I think everything that's going around it too is just he's just playing off of that. So
he's probably gonna make the most money he's made in years.
Yeah.
What is Shannon Sharpe's next interview? Like did he drop anything else?
Like, matter of fact, let me go look at the view numbers. Let me look at the number of views now and see where they're at right now.
I know the last time we looked at it, it was like 35
million.
Yeah.
So let's see what it's at right now.
Because my thing is that was at
49 million views now.
See, for something that's 3 hours long to have 49 million
12
views,
days ago, y'all. 12 days ago, it is at 49 million views.
Oh, yeah,
by the end of this month, it's gonna be double that. That's crazy.
I wouldn't say all of that. I would say by the end of this month, it'll probably be around 70.
But I think
60, 70. It'll be somewhere in that range.
But I think to get like an accurate gauge too, we have to include like the snippets as well of the things where how it's
cut up yeah.
Well, because people they're also doing that, and that's like another telltale sign. So it's just you kind of have to put it all together, because even if people aren't watching the whole thing, or they're going back and watching the snippets of it as well too, of different things he's saying.
Yeah, and Shannon Sharpe got all the clips up, and I know one of the clips already has 3 million, and it had 3 million back when the original video had 35. So I know it's doing pretty good. Like that interview's doing numbers, clips, and all of that. Like in YouTube terms, Shannon Sharpe has well made his money back.
Oh yeah.
Easy. That's the easiest money I think he's ever made on an interview. Like that, like the view difference. Like, and I knew it was gonna be bad when was I watching the premiere? When it premiered? I think I was watching it when it premiered, but there was 30,000 people in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it said 30,000, I said, yeah, this is crack. This is crack. This is over. Like this is done. If you can get 30,000 people in a like watching something live concurrently together, this is crack. This is crack. I'm like, I'm waiting for the blogs to pick it up. Once
Yeah,
the
like
blogs get it, it's a wrap. Because there's too many clips, and people are still finding more stuff out of the interview. Like somebody posted a clip of something, I said, he said that. I'm like, oh my god.
well, yeah, that's the thing. Like even right now, him talking about the Atlanta radio host, that's at free. That's at almost a mil. That like that clip alone.
Yeah. Yeah, and she got ate alive. She got ate alive. But congratulations to Torrei Hart. You know, for being the pettiest ex-wife ever.
Hey,
You know, and you won the award of 2024. The
Kevin
only way
Hart
you're
took the
gonna
high
get
road.
topped is if somebody f's their ex-husband's best friend. That's the only way they're gonna get topped. That's
Hey,
it. That's what you have to do.
Hey, she might still do that too. You know, the year's young.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? What Chrisean got to fuck whack 100. Like that's the level of petty like stuff got to get to.
I cannot.
I'm serious. Like that's what would have to happen to top this. Like that's the petty move. I hate my ex-husband move. Like there's no other way. You really went to the op and said I'm gonna go hang out and go on tour with him.
Hey, she wants that money. Maybe she's mad because her husband's getting all this money and she ain't getting shit.
Maybe.
So she's like, you know what? Let me go do this. Money's a powerful thing. It's like cocaine, hell of a drug.
Yeah, I seen a video that was up on YouTube. It said 2 days ago. It said that Kevin Hart was actually, it got found out again that he's cheating on his wife. I was like, yo, what? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna leave this alone. I ain't read enough. Cause I was looking for her name, and I just typed it in to find her name, and then that's the video I seen, and it had like 16K views, and I was like, okay, so it's like it's not 100%, but it's still out here, and I'm like, that's pretty crazy. Drake ain't.
Hold on.
Go
So
ahead.
Most Def did a podcast recently, and the podcast host asked him if Drake was hip hop. And he was like, when he hears Drake, he reminds him of like shopping music. Like when you're in Target and you hear music
You know
playing.
Hold on.
When you hear music playing in Target, that's the kind of music he makes.
Wow.
And so he was like, I think like he makes commercialized music, like music that you and I agree. I agree with everything, and I'm a huge Mos Def fan too. So
hold on,
yeah.
I'm finna run the clip.
Wow.
Because I was able to run it earlier. So I have it.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Why are you doing this to me? Drake is pop to me, in the sense like if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's you know, shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean,
it's commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? You know, I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
So many products.
So many SKUs.
So many SKUs. Look at all these SKUs. Oh, so many products.
So much merchandising. So many barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Oh, this is great. Drake, you hear it? It's great. Okay. What happens when this thing collapses?
Oh,
Woo!
go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, y'all. 'Cause y'all already know why. Y'all know where I'm coming from. So y'all go ahead. Get your shits off.
So,
Get your
okay.
shits off. Go ahead. Get your
I'm
shits
here
off.
for this topic, and the reason is because a few months ago, when Drake dropped his album, we all gave our opinion. We all gave our opinions, and I was one of those people who said I did not think that Drake was hip hop. I think that he's an amazing artist. I think that he has a great, diverse palette of music. However, I don't consider him hip hop. I haven't considered him hip hop since like Take Care. I miss mixtape Drake. I miss. I don't think he's been hip hop since like 2013. I've always said this, so to hear Most Def say this was like, oh my gosh, somebody else gets where I'm coming from. Somebody gets it. They get it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being a pop artist. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I do think that there's a difference between an artist who is a hip hop artist that sometimes does pop things like Beyonce and a pop artist who does hip hop. I consider Drake a pop artist who dabbles in hip hop. That's what I think he is. I'll let y'all go for now.
Oh man. Well, I think we have to go back because I think I don't think we said hip hop. I think we said rap, and I definitely say Drake wasn't rap. I think hip hop is so big, so I do get his side, but he did take it a little too far with saying it's target music. Because and I think that was yeah. So to me, when you say it like that, it means that you're salty that this guy is just running circles around you, and because he started as a hip hop and he widened his palette or his catalog, or sorry, as rap and widened his catalog and everything as well too. So yeah, the whole target music, shopping for barcodes and everything was a little too far on that one. Like I said, but going back to the original thing too, I do think Drake has strayed from rap and hip hop to reach a broader audience and have a broader appeal, which there's nothing wrong with that as well too. So it shouldn't be seen as a diss to Drake because he's talented and he's making more money than me, so I'm not gonna complain about him.
Nice Go ahead, Smooth. We know you got a lot to say over there.
Nice for what?
See, here's the thing. Oh my God.
That's my jam.
Right. No. And here's the thing. Not to totally discredit, people's point of like, oh, when you think of his his most popular music, like, yes, obviously he made a song where it was very popular, but I would argue those songs that are popular like that had the wider appeal, he was not rapping on those. He was not really rapping like that on those. So he literally went and did something different and got acclaim for it. But that doesn't mean that he's not a rapper, because when he raps, everybody goes and it becomes IG captions and different things of that nature. So I would argue that he is rapping on a high level, that there are bars in there. I mean, especially if you want to look at the fact 2015, if you're reading this too late, that was mostly, if not all, rap for an album. Like that was mostly, if not all, rap. Then you have
that was like 9 years ago.
I know, no, but I'm no, but I wanted to say like 2015.
I was giving you shit. I'm just giving you
shit.
I
know, but then even if you fast forward to now and you start going backwards, right? Like the first version of For All the Dogs, like, sure, was there all rapping? No, it was mostly he was in his R&B bag. Most of the songs he was singing on them, a little melodic rap, but nothing like hardcore rappy. Like I would say there's maybe originally of a 22 song album, there was maybe 4. There's maybe 4 or 5 like rappy songs. Everything else was like a fusion or whatever. But when he dropped Scary Hours, because everybody was mad that he wasn't rapping anymore, and literally nobody had any criticism besides, yo, I wish you would do this more. Like, does that not mean he's not a rapper? Like, if he drops 6 raps, so I'm talking where he just rapping, and nobody has any criticism outside of, I wish you would do this more. Like, what does that even mean? Because he's literally doing what he has to do to put food on the table to win.
No, and that's why
his albums, he's done what he had to do to win.
And I think that's what it is. People get upset when you're and I will say, and I hate to go back to it, but I'll go back to freaking Eminem too, where he changed his style, right? That too, and then people and when people say it's different, they automatically assume that it's a bad thing.
No,
and it's not. And that's why Drake changed his style, and it's fine, and it's not a bad thing, and like you said, he's doing what he's doing to win. So if you're saying that he's not a rapper, it's not an insult. It's just saying he doesn't do it as much anymore.
And technically, he's been doing the same thing for years, technically speaking. But go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything wrong with an artist changing their style. I think that there's a certain way that you have to do it, and I think that when Drake changed his style, there are certain artists who when they change, like for instance, like Rihanna could literally sing anything. Like I consider Rihanna to be a pop artist too. Like she's pop also. But like that's her brand, right? And so Drake, like, I don't know, when he switched to me, it just doesn't go well to me. There isn't like, it's not, and I'm not hating on him. Like I said, I used to be a huge Drake fan, but to me, it's just it feels like you said, when you just said he's doing what he needs to pay the bills, that's literally what it feels like when I listen to his music. You're just doing this because you need to pay your bills. It doesn't sound very passionate to me. It doesn't sound like he really, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know, but to me, like when I listen to his music, I think it does. But because the thing is too, and maybe it sucks because when he was going out, he was collaborating with other people and everything too. So his style was more influenced about other people. So it could have been something that he just wasn't. And that's the thing, because usually when you make lyrics, when you do stuff like that, it's based on your upbringing and where you are. And he's from the 6. He's from freaking Toronto. So there's a lot of problems that they don't have that we have, and vice versa. So it's coming from a different place. And so I still do think that he has passion in his music, because obviously he's doing it. He's doing these other things. A lot of it's just coming from a different place, and it's not. And I think it's not bad. And that's why I think also that when people say he's not, and that's the thing when he's saying he's not rap or he's not. And I think hip hop, like I do think it's hip hop, because hip hop is a mixture of rap and R&B and everything too, and pop, and that's that's what he is, and it's not bad at all. It's just one of those things where I don't think people should use it as an insult just because it might not be your cup of tea. And I think that's what people they get.
And when I provide feedback, I'm not insulting. I'm just like this is my opinion. Like my opinion is that Drake is not meant to do crossover music. Like I just don't like crossover Drake. I personally don't think it's done well. No, that's just me, in my opinion. No,
but the way you're saying
I'm not being a hater at all.
No, but that's the thing. The way you're saying it is a lot better than how Mos Def said it.
Oh, I would 100% have to agree. Mos Def is coming from the place of I've been in this game longer, and also you have to understand that Mos Def, like the type of music he does, him and Drake don't do the same type of music.
No, I get that, but
so
wait.
So the place he's coming from is like he does real hardcore.
I get that.
Hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake is like
what I'm saying. No, because Mos Def he does a rap, but the thing is, now he sounds like a bitter old man.
Mos Def is a rapper.
Yeah. No, but even more than hip hop, because if I'm breaking it down like that too, because I said hip hop, because I think hip hop is more like with rap with pop, or rap with rap and R&B, or R&B and pop. Like that's what hip hop is too, because it's a broad spectrum. So then when you're saying that, hey, he is not hip hop, it sounds like Mos Def is a bitter old man who's upset that Drake passed him by.
See,
Yeah,
that's not. I'm not.
No,
Go ahead.
so my thing with that is that the thing is, like, if he would have just said what he said and that would have been that, okay, cool. It's shopping with an edge. Like, I asked people in the comments, I said, name me 10 recent songs that would get played in Target. 10 recent songs. Nobody could do in the last 4 years 10 songs. Everybody always had to reach back and grab stuff like God's Plan and Hotline Bling, and you know what I'm saying, and that other song Take Care of You that he did with Rihanna back on Take Care. You know what I'm saying? Like, people had to reach back in their bag to get him to 10. And I'm like, that proves my point. Like, most of it is not commercialized. Like, it's not going to get played anywhere.
No,
at all.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's where I agree with you. Like, I agree with Shar with what you're saying about that too, where he's not a hardcore rapper like that too. But then, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The way Mos Def presented it, it just sounded like, hey, he's an angry old man that freaking Drake passed him by.
And so the place I'm coming from is that like here's how I'll put it. He's in a different generation and he's in a different genre of music altogether when it comes to hip hop. Like, he comes from yes, for all intents and purposes, they're both different types of hip hop. But like they're not like, it's like Mos Def is here and then Drake is over here, all the way over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even compare. So if you ask a man like that, who his music is more about the lyrics and like the bars than the beats and the, you know, all the other jazz, like he's gonna have a different answer because like he doesn't understand. His musical taste is different. I think I don't think it's coming from hate. I think it's just coming from his musical taste is different.
No, but I'm saying, but the way, but that's the thing. It's because I totally understand what you're saying, but it's the way that he presents his answer, and the thing is too. Like, I freaking get it too, and even like, and it happens with everything, because you can even talk about it with cameras too, because people who use film. Now we went to SLRs, and now we have mirrorless cameras, and with new autofocusing and everything, and people are like, oh well, and they complain about what's going on now, and it's, even though it could be saying, hey, it's different when he added the extra stuff and said shopping, Target music, shopping with the edge, you know, because he kept on going on with it too. It makes it sound like he's just, hey, you get off my lawn. That's my only thing with that one. So his critique or his criticism doesn't sound like actual constructive feedback, or just, oh, it's different. It sounds like, hey, I'm upset that he passed me by. In my opinion,
for Drake to not be hip hop, a laundry list of other people would also have to be thrown in the same bag. An entire generation of people would have to be thrown in the same bag.
I consider Rihanna pop. Rihanna's pop to me.
But Rihanna was never hip hop. She's not a rapper.
I beg to differ. When she first came out, she was hip
hop. No. Rihanna was no. Her first major thing was Ponde Replay, and you go listen to that album. None of that was hip hop.
No, when she came out, she was categorized as hip hop.
Even when you go to no.
Because
she was categorized under hip hop.
Hold on. Because if I look at hip hop, what it is,
I'm telling you, when she came in the early 2000s, she was categorized under hip hop.
And I'm agreeing with you because
hip hop.
No, but the thing is, because hip hop is so
hold on.
I'm telling you what I know. I'm a huge Rihanna fan.
Well, hold on. I'm agreeing with
you.
I'm
finna read you where these albums are categorized as.
When she first came out,
pop.
She was categorized under hip hop.
Pop again. No. I'm a music head. Pop again. I did radio during that time. Pop again. Like, she's always been pop. 2010, guess what? That's pop too. When you go back to 2009, Rated R, that's pop again. She's always been pop. There's never been a day. This is pop again. Like, I'm going all the way back. Bad Girl Reloaded. Pop again. What's the very first one? A Girl Like Me. There we go. Pop again. She's been pop since 06. I used to literally load her music up into queues. I know where she was at. She was pop. She was pop.
Well,
There
when
was
I
never an
Google it,
issue. There was never an issue or a qualm at playing her music. There was never an issue or qualm
so
with
when I
us
look her
playing
up,
as
says
a
she's
top 40.
considered pop and
Wait,
R&B.
wait. I'm just saying from a radio perspective, top 40, she was always pop. There was never an issue playing a Rihanna song.
I get what you're
There
saying.
were Drake records that there was an issue with because it was too much rap. We don't want all of that on the station.
I get what you're saying, but like on my end, I'm saying that she is also categorized under R&B music. Like when you look it up, it says pop and R&B.
That's R&B. R&B
houses under hip hop.
No, it's not. R&B
Yes, it
is its
does.
own.
R&B
No,
houses under
R&B is its
hip-hop.
own monolith. No, R&B is its own monolith. So you would say
R&B is
Usher
a
is
type
hip
of
hop?
hip-hop.
You would say Usher is hip hop?
He's R&B, which is housed under hip-hop.
Beyonce's hip hop. Beyonce's hip hop.
She's R&B, which is under hip hop.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Black, if you want to talk about black music, or you want to talk about like maybe hip hop culture as a culture, yes, but music, R&B is a monolith. Hip hop is its own thing in and of itself.
Okay,
and then there's pop.
Because I was looking at everything because I looked it up with hip hop music too. So I'll do from the beginning. R&B and hip hop are different. They are different pillars. They get put together, and a lot of radio stations do put them together as well. So that's what that crossover is too.
Yes.
If I look at hip hop and everything, they have origins from R&B, which is so. Hold on. So if we're doing it that way, hip hop is under R&B, not the other way around.
Not the other way around. Okay, that's fine.
So
that's fine.
So
I'll take that wrong.
Yeah, so funk and disco is like that too. But if we go back to sub genres and fusion genres, there is pop rap and stuff like that as well too. And then and that's where you have other people coming in as well too.
I got you.
So
I mean, if we want to get technical here, I guess to give Drake a pat on his back, we have artists like Michael Jackson, Prince. They did all kinds of varieties of music, and they were still considered hip hop or R&B, whatever.
Yeah, because that's the thing. So I will say Drake has gone all up and down the R&B tree.
Yeah, so I will give him that. I will give him that. We have greatest of all times who did all kinds of different music, and they were still housed under R&B.
Yes, and
then of course they have like but I think the weird thing is the fusion genres where people go in, and that's how he gets cataloged. But it gives Drake the ability to go back and forth, and with me, that's what I'm saying. It's not when I say that he's not rap, because I think that's where it started with the other podcast, and you could come back and tell me if I'm wrong, because I think is Drake a rapper? And that's why I said no, he's more hip hop.
Yeah,
that was the original question. Is Drake a rapper?
Yeah. And so that's why with me, if I consider him a rapper, especially as of this time, he's more hip hop R&B that raps rather than the other way around. But that's not an insult. And the thing is, I like Drake.
but I do want to say this. Culturally, only black people have this distinction of trying to make him either a rapper or not. If he goes up for introduction in front of a white audience, they go Drake, and then they put underneath his name rapper. That's immediately the first thing they put. That's the first thing they put. And that's here's what I'm going with that. Here's what I'm going with that. Only us discredit our own people and argue about that. No. Hold on. Just let me finish all the way. We only do this when you have other people that have dabbled in other genres that are of a different descent. They never have to deal with their own culture recategorizing them in a way to discredit them. You know what I'm saying? To take anything away from them. If anything, they're going to put a slash mark, and they're going to add that this person does this, and this too. They're going to add to that person. We take away from that person because we want to simplify you into one area.
Well,
that's something. That's something that we do as black people.
No, and I'm agreeing with you on that one. But what I'm saying is too that when I say that, and the thing is because we're not taking away that Drake raps. So I think because and I'll say it this way: freaking Ed Sheeran, Ed Sheeran freaking raps, but no one calls him a rapper. So the thing is too, I think sometimes it's not just our people, because and I think and we're trying to say that hey, he's not mainly categorized as that, and people they take it as a slight instead of just saying hey, he does this and that. And that's where if I go back to the way Mos Def said it, I was fine with them saying that hey, I don't think Drake is hip hop, but it was the way he said it. So then he turned it into a way to discredit him. But the thing is too, so you could say that Drake's a talented musical artist that falls under the R&B tree that generates more towards hip hop, and then happens to rap.
And I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with somebody saying he's mostly R&B.
I just want to say, I personally, I don't think it's fair to say that people discredit our own. Now, I know because I went to a white college. Okay, what they consider rap sometimes is way different than what we consider rap, and that's just because they have a different musical taste. So I think that when they categorize him as a rapper, it's based off of their taste of music. Our rap choices may be a little different. Like I don't think that has anything to do with discrediting anybody at all.
No, but it goes back to how you do it, and that's what I mean. Yeah, things are different, and when they say different things about other people, they're not doing it in a way to discredit someone. So basically, what Smooth did with the history of us being black. So we all know it. If we do something, people will say, "Oh, they try to say we got lucky. We did that." They always discredit our hard work. So now if we're doing that with the whole Drake thing and the way Mos Def did it in a way to discredit Drake, and that's what I'm not okay with on that one too, because and that's why I was laughing, and it's kind of messed up the way he did it, because like, oh, it's commercialized, it's this or that. He said it very condescendingly. And that's to discredit Drake, and he didn't need, and that's where he didn't need to do, and that's what we as a people do all the time. Because
because when you look at like, let's go, if you look at the Michael Jackson example that you brought up, right? When you look at MJ, right, he was originally like, yeah, they wanted to put him under R&B because that was the black people that sing category. No matter what you did, the black people that sing, he had to be Michael Jackson level of good to become the king of pop. He literally had to be like flawless for them to go, okay, you're pop. You got it. You got the crown. You won. He literally had to beat them into submission with just flawless album after flawless album, with hit after hit after hit. If he didn't do it at the level that he was doing it, he would have never been considered pop.
Oh, can I cut in real fast? Totally different. Sure. I saw the Michael Jackson musical. Freaking great, by the way. That's all.
Yeah.
No, because it's playing in LA right now too. So I don't want to forget about that right there too. But yeah, so because it chronicles his story and what he went through. Kind of what said to be classified as pop and win different awards and stuff like that too. That's all. So what you're saying, Smooth. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I want people to actually before people like fully have like different conversations, I want people to really like analyze somebody's body of work. When you look at his, because I have a whole playlist that's about 400 songs. That's everything that he's fully released, and then I have some more songs that are more than that, that are loosies and stuff that's not officially out or whatever. When you go look at all of that, when you look at his music that's actually pop, that would actually get played in the store, you end up, once you add in Honestly Nevermind, you end up at around like 20 to 30 something songs of 400 that he's a part of. Then you cut out, then the rest is R&B. Then you have a good chunk that's R&B, but the majority is still over 50% is still rap, is still hip hop. Like if you took everything else off the album, it would still be mostly rapping. Like that's most of his catalog is rapping. And I think that's not fair to him for being good. You know what I'm saying? I think people just have an issue with somebody being good. Like he's good at other things. If he wasn't good at the other things, you would never have a conversation about him being a rapper. If he would have never did those other things, You would have to just look at him as a rapper because that's what he's doing. He's rapping.
Do you think it's because people think he sold out?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Like I don't even know how to define that. It's like selling out because for the most part he's been in a place of his career to where he just does whatever he wants to do. Like so I don't know if he necessarily sold out.
Well,
I just thought he just chased a bigger bag.
Well, and that's kind of what selling out is, because you're saying if you're passionate about this, but if you change your style and do this.
I don't think it's a change of style. I think he just like, oh, let me experiment in the studio. This actually sounds great.
No, I get that. I'm not saying, but I'm thinking that because selling out is based on perception. So people think that he's just, like I said, chasing a bigger bag and not doing it because of the passion. And he's doing it just for more money.
First of all, when I said I don't think he's passionate, what I'm saying, when I listen to Drake's new catalog, I do not. It just literally feels like he's just making music to make music. It doesn't sound like old Drake. This is from a longtime Drake fan. This ain't coming from no hating place and not giving him flowers or anything. Like, that's just me personally, as a person who used to be like a long-standing fan with him. I just do not think that his new avenue of music sounds good. Like, I haven't enjoyed any of his recent albums because I just don't find it to be that good.
I mean, okay. I mean, that's your personal opinion.
But it has nothing to do. Like, I don't hate on any artist who step outside the box.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but I was talking about you. I'm just saying in general because
we're just talking
because right now this seems to be with Drake, and because he's not the first artist that's gonna go through this, and he won't be the last, and that's why I use the term selling out just in general, because even with a lot of rock artists. That happens. That happens with freaking the Killers and Brandon Flowers and stuff like that too, as well. So because they changed their style, because I think because the Killers they went from rock to old rock, and then Brandon Flowers went to pop, right? So then they're saying, oh, he sold out, but it's like, no, like that's.
I don't feel like I don't even feel like he sold out, because if you put everything on a playlist together and you put it on shuffle. Like, there's not much different in Drake music. I don't think he's even changed that much. He just tried he just adds something else that he tried. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he tried Spanish music, it's something else that he tried. You know what I'm saying? But like, his Afrobeat bag is pretty good. Like, he has a pretty good Afrobeat or Jamaican, whatever you want to call it. Like, that's a bag that he gets into, and he's been doing that since his very first album, Thank Me Later. Find Your Love, that's what that was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a little Caribbean vibe or whatever. Like, he even shot the video that way. But I don't think that he's necessarily sold out. I think he just stopped doing certain things that people liked. And I seen the discussion when For All the Dogs dropped, and then I seen when he literally a month or two later dropped Scary Hours. And the level of, oh, we love this, and it was just silent. Like, that was it. Because after he dropped For All the Dogs, it was a lot of just like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, da 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 da. But once he did Scary, I was just like, damn, he can still rap like that. You know what I'm saying? He can still get in his bag like that. So it's just like people want something that they're not even. And here's the craziest part about it: people want something they're not even consuming like that. Because even when you go back and you look at those records, you know what I'm saying, on that album that now has 28 songs or whatever, people aren't even listening to those rap records that you begged him for like that. You don't even listen to it like that. You're listening to those other records that you said were garbage. I'm like, how garbage is it if the majority of the stuff that's being streamed right now, the majority of stuff that you're listening to is the other stuff and not the rap stuff? Like, what do you want somebody to do at that point? It's like getting mad. You know what I'm saying? That let's just say somebody's selling peanut butter and jelly, right? And they have grape jelly, right? And that's the sandwich that they're selling all the time, and you're in love with it. And then they turn around and they do one with strawberry, you know what I'm saying? And then they start doing banana and peach, and they start doing all these other different jams or whatever. And that's fine and dandy. But you're like, oh, I don't really fool with the sandwich like that. You know what I'm saying? No more blah, 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 blah. And then they hand you peanut butter and jelly again. And you go, man, I really love peanut butter and jelly. This is what I wanted you to stick to. I want you to build on this peanut butter and jelly, but then you go back to eating the strawberry and the banana. It's like, what do you want somebody to do?
Well, but so we're in the world of that. We have the loud minority as well too.
Yeah.
So we have to look at that as well. But like I said, I'm just gonna go back to saying that, hey, I think he's hip hop. I said I think he dabbles in a rap. He's definitely in the R&B tree like that as well too. So just to discredit him and saying that he's not hip hop is kind of, I said that's a discredit and everything too. And he has a large bag. And I don't say anything to discredit him. But what you're saying, he has these 400 songs too that a lot of people just don't have the time or have to listen to his whole catalog. And so if you're going to what's getting the most airplay or what's the most readily available, I can see how people they can say, "Oh, he does this," but then he also raps too. And back to Char's original thing as well too. It's like that too. She considered him a rapper, but not so much anymore, and that's her taste. But she's consistent and she lets it be known. So she's not doing anything just to discredit him.
And again, that's fine. My only grievance is him not being hip hop. Like that's my only grievance. Like people saying that he's not a rap purist or a rapper like that. Like I can accept that argumentation. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about from a purist standpoint, cool.
Yeah.
But when you talk about hip hop and as broad as it is, there's a lot of people you're gonna have to just start throwing away. You have to just throwing them out the category, because then Nicki Minaj would no longer be hip hop because she did some pop songs. She would no longer be a rapper.
Yeah.
She no longer be hip hop. We need to throw her out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then once you start throwing the Nicki Minaj's out, you have to throw out like all these other people. You're gonna have to throw out Lil Uzi Vert. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to throw out, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these new cats. You're gonna have to throw them out. And I'm just like, is 21 Savage more hip hop than Drake is? That's kind of a crazy argument.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're talking about somebody that built a lane for people in hip hop to exist. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, yes, there's somebody that came before him. Like, yeah, Kanye started that whole like melodic, you know what I'm saying? All that. Like, that's a fact. You can't change that. But Drake literally carved out this lane and literally changed the landscape to where people are trying to do like more fusions. You know what I'm saying? So they can like survive, like it will actually be consumed. Because just rapping into space, if you're not doing it the right way, people just aren't gonna listen. And that's the sad part of it all. Like I feel for rappers that are purists, like I feel for them. Because like it's just not a time for you at all. It's just not. It's not.
Step your game up.
I mean, even if you ask them to step their game up, it's you're asking them to become somebody that they're not.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like they're not that.
Oh no. Music's hard. I'm not gonna say that there's something, for there's not a avenue that's like works every time, but I do think if there's someone that's there, then it will work. So, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we going to the question of the day now, Shar? Question of the day.
Yes, question of the day.
No question today.
What?
My computer's messing up. You all sound like robots right now. I'm annoyed.
Okay, I started to hear a little feedback, so I was just wondering. No. So here's my question to y'all. I have a question of the day. Since it's MLK Day, I do want to ask this question, and it's a bit spicier, it's a bit controversial, but I always like asking this question of other
I'll
black
try to
people.
interpret it. Like I said, y'all sound like robots to me right now. So.
Oh, we will put it in the private. Oh, you can't see the private chat. We'll put it in the private chat for you.
No, yeah, she's on the laptop. She can see the private chat.
So
right,
yes, I'll type it in there.
All right. So the question is, for Do you think Martin Luther King would have been assassinated if he would have stayed on his equality, civil rights back, and never would have gotten to economics? Because I feel like once he got into economics, that's when he was killed. When he got to telling people like, "Hey, capitalism, there's a problem here. That people are taking your hard-earned money. You deserve more money. You deserve more." That's the question, Shar. That is exactly what I asked. I'm gonna let y'all go first.
I'll let Shar go first.
I don't know if y'all can hear me clearly.
We can.
Oh, because I can't hear you all clearly, and it's making me sad.
Well, we typed it, so
I'm my answer may sound very touche, but I'm a firm believer that everyone has a time when they're leaving this world, and it does not matter what you do, it's coming. So I think that he was too much for this world in the time that he existed, and it didn't matter what he discussed. Unfortunately, that time frame was just a lot for a Black man to have that much power and that much voice, and America wasn't ready for a man like that. So I think that there are some human beings who come to this earth and they're just so great and so good to this earth that God has to take them away a little early before things get too crazy, because earth doesn't appreciate them. And so I think he came and he served his purpose, and unfortunately it's unfortunate he had to go out the way he had to go out, but a lot of change came from his death. And although this country has very far to go, we're living out a lot of his dreams, like the fact that Mr. Frankie above us is Black and white. Like that could never exist when Martin Luther was alive. So that's my stance on it.
I will say, let me do that. So trying to fix the feedback. I will say yes, only because usually when we talk about when we talk about equality, economics is soon to follow. And unfortunately, economics is a way to create inequality. So either way, I think he would have he still would have been assassinated, because if you look at the other assassinations, when people who want that's pretty much why they're assassinated. But also to piggyback on what Char said, America wasn't ready, and I mean it sucks now that they're still not ready. But we are making small steps, and I think for us to continue to make those steps and make them larger, us as a community, we can't ostracize ourselves from the other communities as well too, and we can't fight amongst ourselves. So kind of goes into what you were saying earlier. We can't discredit our own accomplishments and try to make each other less than. And then further on, we also have to go ahead and ingratiate ourselves and not lose what makes us great, but ingratiate ourselves with other communities as well too, and being willing to have them help us. Ask for help, and if they don't want to help us, that's great. We're still going to do our stuff. But if someone offers their help, then by all means take it as well too. So then hopefully future generations are ready for a man like Martin Luther King.
Yeah, so I'm going to say my piece is that I think personally that he wouldn't have been, like, I feel like once he gave that speech that he gave on economics, I think, and the pay inequality and wealth inequality and all that, and since he had the voice of the masses like that, he was going to get people on board. Like, he's the one person that could have convinced everybody to get on board. And if everybody got on board, all the higher ups, they would have lost everything. You wouldn't have had like what we recently had, that Hollywood strike. That wouldn't have happened because they would already been getting their due share. Like it would have never occurred. I would think there would have been a lot more unions and things of that nature, because that's what he was pushing for. He was pushing for the uniting of the poor people against the rich. That's where he ended up, like, that's where he was transitioning to. And that place, as you can see, scares them, because when you look at like movements like Occupy Wall Street and how quick they made sure that got shut down, it's things like that. It lets you know, like, this is the sticking point for them. This is the area in which makes people scared. You know what I'm saying? They don't want everybody to look aside their differences and actually look at each other and go, hey, like, this is what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come together and we're gonna get what is due to us. So
Yeah, but
that's just my take. There's no wrong
yeah,
answers.
no, I get
This-
that. So.
Yeah, there's no wrong answers. I'm a bit more like super. I'm a bit more, I guess, I don't know, conspiracy theorist or
Well,
whatever.
and I'm thinking, if he didn't do that, if you asked me, do I think he would have got assassinated at the same time? No, but I think he would eventually get assassinated, because
Oh
those things
yeah,
are.
yeah. They definitely, because they were already attempting it anyway.
Yeah,
Like
no, but no,
they're putting it failed
I just
attempt.
meant because they're interlinked. So once you get the equality, because I think unfortunately equality, the main reason to make things inequality is economics, and I do think unfortunately they use race as a quick way to go ahead and say, hey, you're part of this class. Unfortunately, because I said I've seen it. Like I'm pretty sure we've all seen it, because we're all well spoken. We're all we're all protected members of society, and we all have things going for us. So when they see us, they're like, fuck those Negroes. And then when we actually talk and they see what we have to offer, they're like, oh crap, you're not like them. And then like their whole demeanor changes. Yeah, and I think and that's what it is, because they use that initial bias to say, hey, we don't matter until we make them listen to us. And I think and that's what Martin Luther King was trying to do. He's trying to say, hey, actually listen to these people, and then okay, after this, let's even the playing field, so you have to listen to them. So that's why I think eventually he would have got assassinated.
Yeah, regardless, that's a fact.
But
That's a fact.
Shar, do you have anything else to add or anything that's going on? Oh, you got your website. Tell us about your website.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. There's a lot going on with my.
Hey, drop the link so I can put it in the description.
There's a lot going on with my computer right now, so I'm annoyed. But yes,
I can see it on your face.
yes, I have a new and improved website. If you go to marketingbycjb.com, you will see my new designed website. New year, new beginnings, new things, all that good jazz. Yes, please go check it out. For friends who might need help with social media, all the good jazz.
Drop the link. Drop the link.
Yeah. You didn't hear me say it?
No. I'm saying, like, type it out so then I can throw it in.
Just
the
say it one more time.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Type that out. Frankie, what you got going on?
I'm gonna, besides working my butt off, so new year, I'm actually slowing down some things for a little bit. So my next planned trip is actually gonna be in June, going to San Antonio. So there's actually, I'm wearing the shirt right now. I didn't even plan this. So I'm a part of the group called the Bluesiest, a bunch of Black enthusiasts. And it's the cool thing about it is that we do a bunch of different things as well, and that's like the most awesome part about it. So we have we have a lawyer, like that's it, so photographers, videographers, engineers, and so kind of roller coasters bring us together. But we do a whole bunch of other stuff, and we're just mentoring people and as well. So that's gonna be a really, really cool thing. Six Flags Fiesta Texas, they're actually recognizing us as a group, which is awesome, and they're giving us a lot of access. But then again, it is for a lot of us to get together and help each other out on a bunch of other projects within the roller coaster community and outside the roller coaster community. So that's really, really exciting.
They're gonna post y'all stuff during Black History Month and say they did something. Watch it. Clock it.
I would definitely I would definitely see that. I'm actually doing some stuff to ramp up for that as well for Black History Month. So I'm gonna be in the lab making a bunch of videos, just highlighting different people with color in the community as well too. But if you two are down and have some free time in June, June 7th to 9th, and you guys make it out to San Antonio, come out. It'll be fun.
I might be able to. I literally might.
I'll be in Vegas that weekend for a birthday.
Woo, Vegas. So but I'm saying, so that's pretty much what's coming up. Other than that, so I'll be making videos for that, and then trying to get my stuff off the ground for because it's been a lot of start stop, and then I literally spent a bunch of money on my puppy, which I would show you because she had to get a surgery, so she has like a big scar right now. So yeah, she's asleep right now because she's doing really good. So I would show you that because that's where I was last week because I was still at the vet. But other than that, that's what's going on with me.
Bet. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all go tap in with them. This has been another episode of the Homeroom with Smooth podcast. Okay, I'm gonna make sure. Okay, I'm gonna make good and so damn sure that next time I wake up and I'm here on time, you know what I'm saying? So we can start the stream, you know what I'm saying, on time. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, tapping in. Make sure you follow, like, or subscribe wherever you're watching us at because we're on like 3 different platforms or 4. Anyway, catch y'all later. But what the heck is okay. Hey, I'm glad that popped up before I hit the button. Because I would have felt disingenuous. I would have felt really bad. I would have felt really bad if I hit the outro just a second ago. I am so glad I didn't.